another time. So game 2, let's see if any of the bans are related to the previous game. I'm surprised Medusa made it through. I'm expecting Medusa ban. That would be my my prediction. So we'll have to see.
10 seconds remaining.
I love this. I love the Nat jump
seconds
team.
remaining.
That's my favorite.
Team ban.
AA again. To repeat.
Radiant team ban.
And Lion. Also a repeat. What are we seeing now? Winter Wyvern and Mars? I'll have to pause my mic every now and then to sneeze for an account of awful hay fever.
Thought so.
Oh god, I hate hay fever. It's so bad. Anyway, back to the game. Dragon Knight banned. So instead of Mars, they banned Dragon Knight. Does that mean they want to pick Mars? I reckon that's what's going to happen. First pick Mars is what I predict now. Veteran, he plays Mars, and he's had a lot of success on the hero recently. So I'm expecting first pick. But we shall see. What was first pick last game?
10 seconds
Nyx.
Nyx and Grimstroke. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was
Oh, Nyx again. Okay. Wow, they really enjoyed the Nyx, and Nyx actually had a lot of impact. So, you know, you're rushing Ags, you're having a lot of fun casting those impales with half cooldown at massive range, AoE stunning people, not being detectable. Go for Nyx again. But that does open Mars for the Dire team. Now, we've seen Roids play Mars quite a bit, and I know Roids is a big fan of the Yule's Mars, which is a bit less damage, but allows you to set up spears without needing arena. Gives you mana regen, move speed. It's a nice item. So I would expect that to come out in retaliation. You've still got Radish and Grimstroke open, so they may happen again. He did have a very good early game. It's unfortunate that didn't carry to the late game.
Oh,
wow, first
my goodness.
Spectre. Grimstroke again? Hoodwink.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Spectre, Hoodwink. So you've got 2 heroes who can run through trees already. Definitely something useful. Nyx can carapace the Hoodwink ults. You've got to be a little bit careful about firing that into your face.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
seeing Spectre that early, do you know what I like about that? You can now build your team around Spectre, because you know you've got this ultimate late game carry, which can just, you know, win a game 1 versus 5 in the late game. So we've got instantly Viper. So Radiant have said we want the early game lineup, and Viper of course counters the dispersion. If you can keep Spectre somehow in the Nether Toxin, then Spectre just dies, gets kited to death by Viper as well. I like it. Nice Viper pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Hoodwink is one of the few breaks. Oh yeah, that's quite clever actually. Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Hoodwink has a break built in. How many heroes have break without Aghanim's? Or Agshard? Or a talent. So I think Hoodwink's ult is... But I don't know who else has break. Doom has to buy Aghanim's. PA has to build Agshard. Viper. Hoodwink doesn't counter Spectre. No, not really, but I guess there is still break on Hoodwink, which is nice, but I guess you can group up the illusions in Spectre and tie them to a tree. And try and escape with Scurry, but then you get chased by Spectral Dagger, so Spectre's actually one of the heroes who can chase Hoodwink while he's scurrying away. But anyway, it's nice to have Hoodwink on Spectre's team. It's quite a strong hero at the moment.
Is it Spectre Arcana though?
Good question.
5 seconds remaining.
Who's the Hoodwink player on Fedora?
Yeah, I
Flippers?
don't know. Wobber?
Mayhaps.
I think it's got to be Wobber.
Maybe it might be Drekken.
Has he played much? He's played a bit of Hoodwink actually. He has played a bit.
I
I played
think
with
so.
him. I played Hoodwink Dawnbreaker, so we were playing the new hero team
Yeah.
basically. I've had a finally. I'm having success on Dawnbreaker now after some very terrible early games, initial games. Now I'm having some really strong games on the hero. But Dawnbreaker yet to make it to Captain's Mode. Maybe that'll come out in the next patch. Some slight tweaks to Dawnbreaker, maybe an Agshard and Aghanim Scepter, and then adding into Captain's Mode. Wonder what they'll do for the Ag Scepter for Dawnbreak. You think they'll buff at Rolt or they'll give us something else? New ability maybe?
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know what
5
would
seconds remaining.
what sort of new ability would kind of go.
Well, the Hoodwink Gate got 2 new abilities, and I didn't expect either of those. Decoy and some weird boomerang ability, which I don't think I've ever seen. But does quite a lot of damage.
Dire team pick.
I don't really know what Dawnbreaker needs. Maybe Ags could just buff the ult. Make it heal more or give the damage reduction to your team while you're ulting. Make it more of a save hero. Something like that. Yeah, no idea. Absolutely no idea what they do to Dawnbreaker. We're going to have to find out.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
not seen the boomerang.
the boomerang is actually like, I've heard it's quite good to get on a Hoodwink because it just amplifies the damage that you can do.
Now, Warlock Spectre is probably Dota's most famous lane combo. And when I mean famous, I mean don't even mean Dota 2. I don't mean 7.29. I mean ever since Dota 1 days. Warlock and Spectre. You've got Fatal Bonds and you've got a hero who hits every single hero on the map at the same time. You've also got a hero who can keep Spectre alive by healing her in the early game. So it's a great combo, Warlock Spectre. Very hard to win against in lane as well.
You got to do Rainbow Warrior.
Sorry.
Rainbow Warrior!
Wasn't paying attention to the chat just then. There you go. Enjoy. Any Heroes of New Earth players will remember that noise. There's only about 3 of us left, probably. Probably me, Ben, and No-Tail, actually. Don't know anyone else who's played Heroes of New Earth. I really would love to do a Heroes of New Earth in-house, where everyone has to download the game and play on, having no idea what any of the heroes do, but I don't think we'd get anyone to do it. You can do 53 Rainbow Warriors.
10 seconds remaining.
That's quite a lot, actually. He played it recently. Oh, cool.
5 seconds remaining.
Hon
Yeah,
is a
I saw
really
that.
Hon is a really terrible game now. Like I keep going back to it because I used to play it back in like 2009, 2010. It's just so bad now. It's so out of date. They've not updated the game like in any meaningful way. The graphics are so rubbish now to what we're used to. So no, I've not. I don't think I've set a cooldown on the redeeming of. Can I set channel point redemption cooldowns? Then I could stop you like redeeming like 100 subs at once.
Who's ready for a sub, boys?
Yeah, I
I
can.
don't know.
Oh, can I set like a week cooldown then? I didn't know I could set cooldowns. I'm gonna check that. Anyway, Shadow Demon is good against Spectre because he has break if he gets Aghanims. But also he can create illusions of Spectre which hit quite hard. And you can save someone against Hoodwink. So that's a good point. Channel point rewards. See if I can have a look at that. Because I didn't know about
Radiant team
cooldowns. Centaur lets you run away from Viper.
Eh?
Tanky hero. He's just pretty solid right now. Channel point rewards. Is there a... Can I set a cooldown?
10 seconds.
Yes, there
remaining.
is. Use redemption cooldown limits for viewers. What's a redemption cooldown?
5 seconds remaining.
Time between redemptions. Limit redemption. Alright, so how many times you can... The Rainbow Warrior, I can set... Can I set 0.5 minutes as a cooldown? Is that an allowable cooldown? 1 minute
Radiant
cooldown.
team ban.
Oh, your cams, come on. The
How's that?
player cams, yeah.
Oh, no.
It's like all the text is just under each other.
How's that happened? How did that
I
even
don't know.
happen? That happens randomly sometimes. No, no idea why. It's per user, not per channel. So yeah, okay, you can all spam the Rainbow Warriors together. I don't care. I'm absolutely okay with that. I can change. You know, you can go up to 7-day cooldown.
Remaining.
Wow.
So what is this one? Random
5
gift
seconds
sub.
remaining.
I'm gonna give them all a 1 minute cooldown. I think.
Oh, Deutsch is cams gone.
Why is the cam? Oh, I know why. I know why. It's because this is my bad. It's because I'm using the numpad to type in numbers because I'm adding numbers to my stream. But my numpad is bound to every camera, so I can toggle manual cameras on and off. So don't use the numpad. That's that's my mistake. Whoops. Professional stream, guys. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, we saw Puck Puck against Spectre. I guess if you ult Spectre with the Dream Coil, it definitely keeps Spectre in place. I don't know if she can haunt out to other illusions while stuck in Dream Coil. I imagine not. So, love to see how that works. I feel like Radiant really lack damage though. I know Viper does a lot of damage, but Shadow Demon can do a bit of damage. Puck can do damage, but is it enough? Maybe it is. Maybe I'm underselling their damage.
Oh god, a puck. If it's a nat puck.
Yeah, yeah. It's some great games.
Yeah.
They're still banning some cores. Bloodseeker banned. Templar Assassin. Imagine banning TA when you have Viper on your team. I mean, you must be that scared of it. More cores as well. Gyrocopter looking for a 6th ban. Ursa. A 7th ban, rather. Ursa Warrior. I guess it's quite annoying for Centaur to deal with being slapped in the face by Ursa in the early game. So I can fully understand that. But, can't say what team I like more. I actually think I'm going to root for the Dire because they lost the first game. So it's nice when it ends 1-1. That every player can take home a win and a loss.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like Radish to have a win because he's new here and he's lost, I think, all his games so far. He's only played
I know
but...
that feeling. I know
yeah.
that feeling.
Yeah. I mean, my in-house record, not a win-house.
Win-house?
I'm like 2-6, I think, or something like that. Obviously, I played in them while we had the leaderboard, but before, I was streaming them on the regular, and I definitely didn't have a great record either. So, but it's part of it. Some people had terrible win rates at the start, and then ended up turning it around. And if you're someone like Ollie or Max, who've played 200 plus games, which is a lot of Dota games and in-houses, they end up with about 50-50 win rate eventually. So you just got to tank the win rate at the beginning.
Oh, not again.
Well, it came out and it's the same team as well. They picked it last pick. Medusa versus Spectre. Interesting one there.
God.
Spectre is also a good diffusal blade carrier because it affects all of her haunt illusions, lets her stick to a target. The final counter is going to be Ricky Maru.
Ooh!
Now, Ricky and Spectre, is that greedy? Well, not necessarily, because Ricky can also try and get an early diffusal blade and just go around ganking. Ricky's got a very high win rate at the moment, one of the highest win rate cores. Doesn't have to build Battle Fury, Daedalus, Ags, the old, weird build that eventually got nerfed. He can play very early game aggressive, trying to get space for Roids. But Veteran, can he make a second Medusa win in a row happen? Maybe he can. I'm going to find out.
Well, again, if Nat can go around the map, making space, letting the Medusa farm, then we could see a repeat of last game, really.
Yep. I think I like Puck this game. I think it's pretty good against the enemy team. The only stun he's got to be wary of is being blink stunned by the Centaur or the Hoodwink. But I guess if Ollie can get on top of that and put down the smoke cloud, he will have Yules by then. So you can always use the Yules to escape.
I wonder if they let the Medusa not, they didn't ban the Medusa or anything like that because they probably knew that Radiant were going to pick it. So maybe they thought we'll draft a sort of a better team to deal with a Medusa this time round. Like they'll let it through, but catering their own heroes to kind of deal better with her.
True. I like that idea that they were really thinking ahead with the draft. So we'll see. We'll see what Veteran can do. He is playing yet again Pos 1 safe lane Medusa. What have you noticed?
I forgot to do the predictions.
Oh, it's okay.
I've done it now.
You got time. You got time. It's plenty of time. Not a problem. Well, some heroes have quite a lot of health regen. It's the 2 mangoes on the Shadow Demon, but he still doesn't have as much health regen as Nyx. You're so much health regen. Like double the next hero. More than a Centaur. Oh, Warlock's got quite a lot of base health regen as well. It's weird thinking about heroes' base health regen. Ricky has the same health regen as Nyx. And Spectre as well. And Spectre has high health regen.
There might be another.
Here we go. Roids has gone through. They've seen Roids. Are they going to get a kill on Roids? No, it's under the tower. Miles holds him in place. They do get the... Oh, they missed the Impale on roids. Now we're literally under the tier 1 tower. It's actually firing bolts at people. A lot
What
of spells
in-
being cast.
Tarnation is happening. Oh my god, it's another rune fight again. Like, it went from...
Well, last time we didn't have full committal. Oh, double Impale. Wobber, he's standing his ground. Goes for stun, used it quite early. I think Wobber's going to go down. We get the smoke cloud. Level 1 smoke cloud, maybe not the ability 1. Out comes the heal from Radish, but it wasn't enough. And first blood does go to Nat. Radish, he's in a bit of trouble. Yeah, I think he's going to go down as well. The nice double stun count from someone. Even though we get a 3-man bushwhack, it's not enough. It's already a double kill for the Radiant. And the fight is still going on.
What the hell?
Yeah, level 1 smoke screen just doesn't do enough. I know it's a silence, but it doesn't slow. So it just doesn't do much. And it is Ollie mid Ricky. So who got those 2 kills? One on Puck and one on Medusa. Oh no, it's the pos 1 and the pos 2.
Oh no, that's not
And
what you want to do.
I think Medusa got the first blood, right? No, it was the first blood went to Nat. So your mid hero got the first blood. That is
Yikes.
not what you want to see.
Didn't see that coming.
Okay, interesting. We'll have to see what happens because of that.
I mean, Dai got 3 bounty runes, I suppose. So
Okay, yeah, that's a consolation prize.
they still haven't taken the one in the triangle.
I reckon it's just fighting Miles. Look how far you pull someone close to you with Bushwhack. Incredible. Also, level 1 disruption instead of level 1 shadow poise. I'm guessing that's because of the mid fight. But, you know, still helps with trading. Gives you some illusions to right click with. And of course, Wobber rushing Vanguard. Centaur and Vanguard, a very iconic combo of heroes, hero and item. Probably he's the most Vanguard hero in the entire game, Centaur, apart from maybe Axe.
Oh, Miles?
Tower is under attack.
He's quite low. Wobber taking a tower hit, but he does have a salve. Everyone's salving up. I mean, you can't. I don't feel like you can play Dota these days without starting with a salve now. It's just so important. You know, you have a fight, you salve up, you go back in and fight again.
Yeah.
Good question, Brex. I imagine yes. But that's very, very late game we're considering. The Medusa is incredibly tanky and can have a Skadi. But yeah, something to be to consider. Veteran taking quite a lot of damage. He's going to be okay. Doesn't get much mana back from his snake. They're actually going to chase him into the trees. But he is going to be okay. Taking quite a lot of harassment though. Anything else happening in other lanes? Not really.
That this game, they'll actually try and find the Medusa and try and stop her from farming rather than just letting her free farm this time. I hope that they learned that from the last game.
Yeah, exactly. Because Veteran had the safest early game possible. Pretty much 20 minutes of uncontested right-clicking creeps, which he then used to, you know, buy all the items he needed. He had Agnums and Manta before he had to do any fighting. And by then he actually was strong enough to do stuff. So, yeah, they don't want to make the same mistake. Put the pressure on the Medusa. Or maybe they think we can deal with Medusa. We've got a core who's even later game than Medusa. Probably the latest game core in the entire game, Spectre.
Really? I thought that they were on par with you, because didn't
Maybe.
it used to be back in the day? It was like Medusa Spectre were like the late game versus the late game.
It's actually quite close. I think maybe Medusa might even be later game than Spectre, but I think Spectre's pretty insane when 6-slotted. Just getting to 6-slot can be quite difficult. The difference is Medusa is a great farming hero because Medusa can, you know, right-click like 100 creeps at once. How many creeps is it? 5? It feels like infinite amount. 5 creeps at once. Spectre has very little AoE farming ability. A magic damage nuke that only does 240 damage, and a bit of damage coming off dispersion.
Get a Battle Fury crapper.
Yeah, I don't think Spectre Battlefield is going to catch on. You'd be so slow running around trying to cleave the camps down. I think it'd be pretty depressing. I mean, think about how many early game farming items Spectres have rotated through over the years. We've had Necrobook, had Midas, we've had drums, we've had 2 drums, we've had Blade Mail, we've had Radiance. Pretty much every single farming item has been tried on Medusa, on Spectre. And the current one is still Blade Mail. I think Blade Mail seems to be king. Although sometimes you can skip it entirely.
Yeah, well, the Spectre Arcana, they've changed the effects that the Blade Mail effect on a Spectre, so
You're in trouble. And Mars goes down. Ah, Echo Saber. That's the most recent thing on Spectre, isn't it?
Yes.
What about that?
Well, yeah, me too.
You get the double Desolate. Be 120 pure damage. It affects your illusions, I think. Does it?
I don't know.
Does your illusions benefit from Echo Saber? Do they do a double swing? Does anyone know that? Anyone confirm or deny?
Brex?
Yeah, Brex seems good. He's a good stats man, good analyst. Seems to know facts. No, he doesn't. Yeah, oh, that's true. Every single PL illusion doing double hit. I mean,
Oh, no.
that would seem a bit stupid, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still worth it for the main Spectre because it gives you a slow. Oh, nice Mystic Snake there. Wobber's gone down. That's it. There's a kill. 5 stacks of rank 2 Shadow Poison and a 500 plus magic damage nuke will get the kill. So it looks like Radiant having a good start. And Hoodwink dies as well. And there's another kill. Ollie's died mid to Nat. So this is looking pretty good for the Radiant. Already 5 kills up in this early game. And they've got a Medusa on their team, so their late game is also pretty secure. Depends how much farm the Spectre can get. So far, farm's pretty close, apart from Wobber, who's struggling a little bit. And you don't want to be struggling against the Medusa lane, do you?
Nope.
Be careful,
Oh.
Jackham. That's nearby. Wait, Geminate attack works on illusions. They get a kill on roids. Wow, that's a kill on all. I think every single hero in the hero has died once. Yeah, look at the KDAs. 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 on 1 2. So every single hero on the Dire team has died at least once now, with Wobber the only person died twice.
Denied.
I don't think Meepos are going to go Echo Saber, are they? Though I like the idea of every Meepo doing a double hit as soon as they poof on top of you. It does seem pretty scary. But I think Meepo can just right-click you normally, doesn't need Echo Saber. Not really a bursty hero, Meepo. Like, well, it's bursty, not in the sense that you need to do all the damage in a couple of right-clicks. Miles taking quite a lot of damage. But I think going to be fine. Ooh, they're going to turn on Veteran, but Veteran, he's got high mana shield. As in, rank 1 mana shield, but he's got high mana. But no, he's taking quite a lot of damage. You've got to be careful. Another stomp and he's ruined. But a little bit of juking, and he's just fast enough to get out. Already has boots on the Medusa. Full treads, in fact, but you have no boots on either Hoodwink or Centaur. Oh, no, he misses the Bushwhack. Veteran gets a little bit of mana back. 57 mana. I think it's time to go on to Doid. He's level 6 there. He actually drops his ult on Radish, but Radish does have infused range. Is he going to TP home? Maybe he thinks he doesn't need to. He definitely does. And he's going to go down. But is it worth it? Worth it if Royds can get a kill. We need one more right click. There it is. I think you can take the death on that one because you've let Spectre end up getting a solo kill. And anything to get Spectre farming. So that's worth. He's going for treads though. Going for full tread on Spectre is unusual. I would have thought either maybe get the Blade Mail first so you can start farming the Ancients.
No arms to defend itself.
I guess not. Reckon it's been banished. But that's all that's going to be of it. Taking quite a few right clicks.
Wow, that's a lot of damage actually on the Hoodwink.
You
Just
get
from,
passive evasion on Hoodwink. I didn't even know that. Up to 34% evasion. Is that passive or does the evasion come with the running? Maybe with the running. It's a radius. Wait, you give evasion to your allies? Oh, just be near. Oh, you passively have a chance to evade when near trees. Okay, I get it. Royd gets a kill on Royds in the top lane, and Wobber TP's in to try and get a follow-up. Oh, we used the ult. But then here comes in Nat. Nat knew what he was about. They do get a kill on somewhat. But Wobber's still going to go down. Now, Ollie's TP top. He's level 7, but Ricky doesn't have a lot. Doesn't have Diffusal Blade, doesn't have any slow. No ranks of Tricks of the Trade. But he's doing a bit of damage to Doiges. Of course, he's got the backstab. There we go. Gets the kill on Doige. Hits level 8 from that. Does have treads. Gives you the well-needed agility for Ricky. It's a terrible agi gain. Worst agi gain for an agi hero. 1.4. Probably on par with Meepo's agi gain, but he gets at least multiple clones of himself. Quite good farm this game. Lots of heroes are doing well on farm. Wobber's the one who's suffering the most at the moment. He's going to be slow on his Bling Dagger. Warlock's actually nearly level 6, so Rad's been able to soak quite a lot of XP here, which is nice. Royce has just gone to farm. He's decided, yeah, I want to farm. Maybe should have rushed Blade Mail before getting Treads, but it's okay. He'll have the Blade Mail before long. It means he can't take Ancients for a while. And Chipped Vest, perfect Spectre item. He is going to be happy with the early Chipped Vest. Good RNG. Oh, he's actually going in. Is that what he wants to do? He dodges a bit with the tricks of the trade.
And that's
he
doing
backs
quite
off.
a bit of damage, that. He's got no mana.
Gonna have to back off. Oh, Royd's ult him. He's engaging. Not sure what he wants to do. Can he go back in again? They do manage to find a kill. You've got a lot of Dire Heroes top. Use the Stampede. Doyle's in a lot of trouble. This is a good chance for Dire to pick up some kills. There's 2. Is it going to be 3? Yeah, I think it's going to be 3. Nat turns up. Does a massive amount of burst, but then the Golem is dropped on top. Nat actually jaunts to his orb, which is quite far away. He only manages to find a kill onto Drekken. But Royd was there to pick up some kills. That's the main thing.
Meanwhile, Medusa.
Oh yeah, doing Medusa things. Have a look at the net worth. You've got Puck on top because Nat has gone 4-0-1 already. He's going for first item Witchblade, which does give a look. He finds the courier as well. Nice courier snipe. They're going to be quite frustrated with that. I think Rad might lose his gold. He's got to be careful because it feeds quite a lot of gold. In fact, thankfully the tower killed it. Nat's still just running around the jungle. A Puck who's on top of net worth is scary, but look, Radiant have 3 heroes on top of the net worth. Medusa is quite far ahead of the Spectre. 1,000 gold lead already. Yasha finished. 2-0-2 and farming. I think you're right. It's just going to be a repeat of the previous game. Fight looks like it's going on top. Oh, the Impale. A little bit too early, but Rad is definitely going down. He tries to cast the heal. He's actually going to use it on somewhat aggressively. He knows he's dead. So he tries to do a bit of damage to Somewhat, but Somewhat is going to go... It's not going to go down, even though there is Fatal Bonds, has a stick as well. They're pinging here, but Wobber's not got a Blink Dagger, so he's in no position to engage. Somewhat is very low, but still looking for a kill on Drekken. Big damage. Perfect Impale. And Drekken's going to go down. Very fast hero, but Demonic Purge comes out. And goodbye. It doesn't say if Scurry is dispellable or not. For some reason, they decided not to do that tooltip. So, no idea. Royd's picking up some more items. Actually picks up the shovel. He's about to use it himself. And digs up a mango. Always nice to have. So yeah, Radiant, they're still leading at the moment. When you're leading on all 3 cores, you're in a good position. Viper is building the Atos, which I think is what you should be building on offlane Viper. Arcane's Atos, he's going to be very annoying to deal with.
He's gonna go Glepnir, I think, then probably.
Eventually, yeah. The AoE route is always good. But you just need to hold one person in place and drop the Nether Toxin on their head, and they're pretty screwed. It also gets rid of return from Centaur, so you don't have to worry about hitting yourself. And look, they just run forwards, miles, and boy, they use the Stampede immediately. Rad's trying to get into the trees. Doesn't have his ult yet. Stun from Wobber. Oh, Drekken, he's charging up some damage. He misses it completely.
Oh, no!
It doesn't go where he wanted it to. That's a shame, so that would have instantly killed Doige, but I think Doige's still going to go down, doing quite a lot of damage. You've got to be careful. Wobber actually takes 500 damage. And now Drekken, he is definitely dead. Illusory Orb hits him, and he gets killed by the Vendetta.
Run, Radish!
Nah, Radish is ruined. No chance. I'm afraid he's going to go down. They just dive so aggressively, the Radiant team. They do not care. They just dive, dive, dive. Now they can finally take that tier 1 tower. I mean, no tier 1 towers have gone down. We're 13 minutes in.
Yeah.
I guess he's doing whatever he wants. Yet again, Medusa. No one's stopping him. Just Veteran being Veteran.
That's what that wispy glow around the tower means.
He is blessed to have a game where there's so little contesting.
He wants to keep up his green page on the in-house leaderboard. That's why.
He's going to quite try hard. But you know what Medusa does. It's not like no one's seen this hero before. You just need to gank him. You need to kill him. I mean, Ollie can kill him. Or maybe not without Diffuser Blade, actually, but with his team. With a smoke gank.
It's not gonna hold.
Wobber's not rushing Blink Dagger yet. He wants to finish a Hood. He's taking quite a lot of magic damage.
Structures are fortified.
Only one tower's gone down yet. That's the Dire, losing their tier 1. Royd is level 10. So he's not doing too badly. You also got level 11 Ricky. That's fine. He's got the Blade Mail now. But no points of Desolate. Not going for the Echo Saber build. Going for a more classic Spectre build. Rather than an aggressive one. And Radiant, they've decided they want another tower. Royd's actually tanking some tower hits. Doesn't seem to care too much about it though. Drakken's using his ult. Got a low cooldown, so why not? He carapaces it. Nice play from somewhere. He walks in front of it and hits it with the carapace. We set up for the stun. The stun combo is absolutely perfect. We use the stampede. We're trying to engage. We've already lost a massive golem. This is a chance for Dire to do some damage. But there's a Dream Coin there. A 4-man stun from Wobber. But is it enough? I'm not sure it is. Wobber's going to go down to Doige, but Doige taking quite a lot of damage. Can Royd catch up to Doige? Yes, he can. There's going to be another kill. A huge fight that transpired in a very short amount of time. The Dire can actually say that they won that. I'm going to want to see if we can see a replay on that, because the fantastic chaotic offering Fatal Bonds. And then, was it a 4-man Centaur Stomp? I think that's how it happened. Let's just watch the replay. Dire also take the tier 1 tower off that. So first it starts with the carapace of the Hoodwink ult. You think we've got the setup onto Ollie. They actually do burst Ollie straight away, but then Rad finds the 4-man Golem, which then goes into the 4-man Centaur Stomp. Almost perfectly timed. Huge double edge as well. And even though Doige goes down, Wobber goes down, Doige takes enough damage from Rad's Golem and Royd's that they can get the kill. A fantastic team fight there.
I think that's what Dire needed.
Yeah.
Especially because the net worth was top 3 was Radiant.
Yeah, Royd's is happy with that because he's gone up in net worth. He's going for Manta first item. You can purge off some of the Spectre debuffs. You can stop Silence from Plaque. It adds a lot of damage to Spectre.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. I feel sad for them.
You do have Witchblade per puck, however. There's quite a lot of damage, can be quite scary to deal with.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Does Ricky have Diffusal Blade? No, still no Diffusal. Waiting for 200 gold. Oh, they found the Nyx. They're going to burst them quickly. They're trying. He gets saved by Miles. Out comes the Stampede. They're running on top. But the Silence goes out, so they can't get the stun from Wobber. Bit of damage going on to Miles. Tanks the Hoodwink ult. So far, nothing's really happened here. Reckon is still chasing. Yeah, I think he's going to find a kill on the Shadow Demon. Double edge. There's the one kill that they got. Ollie now still actually can't pick up Diffusal Blade. He really needs that Diffusal. Such a key item on Ricky. Now he's got Diffusal Blade. Now it just gets better for him. Yeah, Dire climbing up the net worth tree. Doige actually fall down to what? Nearly the Porous Core. Porous Core is still Wobber. And interestingly, Wobber is not going Blink Dagger Centaur. He's going 4-Staff Centaur.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe...
I mean, it's much easier to engage with Blink than it is to 4-Staff yourself in and stomp.
Yeah. Unless it's to try and obviously save his team or get away from something.
Maybe he thinks the Warlock engagement into his Stampede is just going to be enough to get in.
Yeah, that would make sense. But I still don't think... You still get a blink though, wouldn't you? Oh, he's changed it to a blink now.
Okay, maybe that was a mistake. He has gone for the phase boots as well. And he's going to be defending that top tower. Let's just have a look at the map again. All the heroes, if you look at the mini-map, are all over the place. No one's in the same spot. A few Dire heroes starting to group up in mid. Ollie's also going for a Manta style. Oh, he gets ulted by Nat. Just sits in the cloud, being healed by Rad. He is in no danger whatsoever. He is fine. Nat does a lot of burst damage, but it's not quite enough to worry Ollie. Not when he's got Rad to heal him up.
Oh, that's not good for the Radiant.
And Dire, they're grouping around top. 2 Radiant heroes here. Veteran is quite low on mana. Yeah, Holy Locket is good on Warlock, especially if you get the Ag Shard, which is ridiculously good on Warlock. One of the best Ag Shards out there now. They're going on Veteran, they're going hard. He doesn't have Mana Shield up, but there is Disruption keeping him safe, but then he gets stunned. No, the ult does not hit, actually hits Viper instead. I think Veteran's going to be okay. Is he going to go down? They're trying to go on him. They don't have enough damage. He stuns everyone with his ultimate, and now he's going to be absolutely fine. This is not looking good for the Dire. They're engaging past the tower. They do drop the Warlock Golem, however. That does get a kill on Doige. Maybe somewhat will go down next. They don't have any more ways to chase, and they've already lost Ollie. The fact that Veteran got away is incredible, but then kills happening from both sides. Nat is in a great position. He finds a kill onto Rad, and I think Wobber's going to be the next casualty. It's close. Oh, they do get the stun, but he gets 4-staff. He's got a 4-staff on Nat because he wants to get away from the Ricky. And now he drops his ult. Does a lot of damage to Hoodwink. Somewhat is on 1 HP. Dies to the Golem, in fact. And now the Golem is going to go down. So that is a full team wipe for the Radiant. It was just too aggressive on the Dire. Why did they keep diving and diving and diving? If they got Veteran, actually, it would have been worth it. But they didn't have enough damage to kill him.
I actually can't believe the HP of Veteran.
Yeah. It was about,
my goodness.
Probably sub 100 he got out. Close. Very close. Doige just going Guardian Greaves. Putting a bit of pain onto Royds, but Royds is fine. Doesn't care about the break. Not unless there's some follow-up damage. So, Radiant, they're still in the lead. 2 heroes now on 10,000 net worth. It's the Puck, who's going for the Aghanim Scepter. A very strong item for controlling people in team fights. Makes the BKBs completely worthless. And you've got Veteran, who's building his Aghanims very close to it. Dire aren't doing too badly, though. Never mind, as soon as I say this, Ollie's in a lot of trouble. He uses Smoke Cloud. He's standing in the Smoke Cloud. Then he gets Atos. Somewhat comes in with the Haste Rune and secures the kill. So that's the danger you have of going into the enemy jungle. You don't know if they've got sentries there, and there was a sentry there. You walked straight under it, and then he went down. So goodbye, Ollie. Easy kill for the Radiant. Doige climbs up a space in the net worth chart. Royd's still trying to buy Manta. When he gets Manta, he will do quite a lot more damage. Still needs a good 1,000 gold till he can get that. A bit less than 1,000, about 700 gold. They probably need to wait for Ollie before the Dire team can do anything. So they're just going off to farm at the moment. I really can't tell which team benefits more from just having free farm. I actually think it's the Dire. I think they've got they've got Ricky as a core as well as having Spectre.
I mean, Puck, when he has like a lot of levels and stuff, like the rapid fire, if she goes like right click and all that stuff, it's actually pretty disgusting.
He's not got the right click build though. We actually dropped the Stampede. We're doing everything we can to kill Medusa. Is it to see if he's going to be quick enough? I think Medusa's definitely going to go on this time. And there it is. Did buy the Aghanim, so finally they did a full committal onto Veteran, and they did kill him. That is what they want to see. 400 gold for Ollie, so now he's closer to his own Manta style. Bit of a fight going down in this bot lane. Nat's trying to get a kill, does manage to find a kill on Draken. Are they going to be able to kill Puck? I think they're just going to ignore Puck, and they're going to go on Doige instead. Doige keeping himself alive with Mech. Tries to run into the trees, but is in fact going to go down. Ollie, he's found another solo kill. Gets a kill onto Miles. That's another 300 gold in his pocket. And that's some great space opened up on the map. 3 kills. Yes, they did lose Draken. Got assassinated by the Puck. But we're going to say that's a good fight for the Dire. Good series of fights. And then once again, Doige has been knocked down. Actually, finally below the Centaur, who does have a Blink Dagger now. Sees Puck. Blinks on Puck. But then Puck just uses the 4-staff. So Nat's going to be okay. You're not chasing him. Illusory Orb doesn't have TP. But they're just going to ignore him.
Your last move.
Peekaboo.
No, Puck's been ignored.
DD. I wonder if they're going to go Roche then.
Yeah, DD straight into Roche. But the whole Dire team are up. And Puck is on the other side of the map. Now TPing closer to Roche. Double damage doesn't help too much, Roche, when you're a Medusa. You don't hit very hard. I mean, that's going to at least be another 20 seconds till it's killed. The other Dire going to react. Draken is going closer.
Scan used by Dire. So they
Oh.
know.
Bam. Ult onto Veteran. And yeah, they're going to back off. Oh, he does find a tree to connect with. He's going to be okay. I heard the Atos used. Looks like Ollie's in a lot of trouble. But out comes the stun, but then immediately it's cancelled thanks to Miles' quick reaction with the disruption. Wobber has to use his ult just to escape. Dire have to run away, but he gets stunned. Rad stunned by the DD. Stunned by the Aghanim Scepter from Veteran. Now they're chasing. Wobber does get a stun. They're actually going to drop the full golem here. Are they going to engage? Yes, they are going to commit. Ollie is going to buy back. Wobber is still going to go down. But in the meantime, he is delaying them a lot. And Doichi is caught up. Ricky is going to kill him. The decision to turn and fight is interesting. They're actually throwing lots of buybacks in. Ollie, he's still chasing. He does get the smoke cloud. And now he has another diffusal blade. Nice stun by somewhat. Ollie's being held in place by the disruption, but I think Miles is still in a lot of trouble here. However, a lot of buybacks were committed. But is it worth it if you can take Roche? I'd say it is.
Yeah.
I think that's a good play. Yes, you threw 2 buybacks in, which meant you barely come ahead in gold. But now you're able to take Roche. So you deny Roche on the other team. You also get some levels on your Spectre. He's now level 18, so that's max rank Haunt. Has a lower cooldown and a higher duration.
Oh!
That very nearly stole the Roche kill.
Yeah, I actually thought he was going to.
You also had the Golem, actually. You had the Warlock Golem still up to take Roche, so it was perfect timing. I think the decision from the Dire to drop the Warlock Golem, to buy back on Ricky, and for Spectre to go in was perfect. And Spectre soon come up to level 20, where you get the 400 health talent, which he quite desperately needs because he's only got 1800 HP. He is a squishy hero until you get, you know, some talents and some items. Then you're basically one of the tankiest heroes in the game, bar Medusa, who is still going for Butterfly. I guess Butterfly's pretty good against Ricky and Spectre, and if they knew anything from last game, they would assume that Medusa is going to go for Butterfly, and Ollie should start getting that MKB ready. At least after Manta style, I think.
About time.
Wobber, he finds a style to puck, but gotta be careful. Smoke cloud on top, but there is a 4-star. Well, he's got to be careful, but he does have Aegis. He's actually going in, but I don't think he should go in and better him. Royce drops his ult. He's chasing Miles. Ollie has already gone down. Massive ult goes onto Veteran. That was without Mana Shield. He didn't have Mana Shield active, so he's going to have to run away on about 1 HP, but Royce's in a lot of trouble. He's going to run. I think he's going to be okay. He's also got heals from Rad if he needs it, but there is no Warlock Golem. Ollie's in a lot of trouble, gets banished. Nice start. I think that was a mistake to banish him, so Ollie does manage to get out. Are we going to get a kill into Dodge? Yeah, we bushwhack him. Now out comes the seed. He's still alive, finally gets hit. And somewhat is just gonna, yeah, he's just gonna hide and be irritating. Because they still haven't realized that you need sentries to see the Nyx. But good fight from the Dire. They already lost the Aegis, but look, their net worth is nearly equalized. Royce actually has managed to catch up with the Medusa and was in 400 gold in Medusa's net worth. It's very, very close now. Spectre nearly caught up on last hits as well. When he has the Skadi, it's going to help. Really going to tank Spectre up. Level 20 as well for 400 HP. And Ollie nearly finished what I assume to be Manta style. Yeah, he's got his Manta recipe waiting at the shop. But he needs to get MKB at some point because when Medusa gets the Butterfly, it's going to be very hard to kill. Oh, 2 sets of neutral items dropping. Mindbreaker and Paladin Sword, both very good items. I think you give the Paladin Sword to the Spectre. Bit of lifesteal. And attack damage always appreciated. Why would you toggle Mana Shield off at 27 minutes? It's a good question. I wouldn't toggle it off ever. Not at that point.
Oh no, Radish. Oh, okay, never mind.
Radish seems okay. Wobber's gone in, but I think they've realised it's maybe not the play. And Radish has only 2 items. Notice how his inventory went from a million items to none. But first, let's watch Ollie die in the mid lane as he goes down by being greedy yet again. But yeah, Radish only has 2 items now. Holy Locket, Arcane Boots. I'm not sure if he needed another pair of Arcane Boots, but he's also got the Ag Shard. So, large amounts of healing coming out from the Warlock. Oh no. Chase continues, Dire in a bit of trouble. Well, but he's been stunned, he's been ATOS'd. He does have Stampede. Is he willing to commit Stampede? He gets silenced, now he can't use it. He can use the phase boots, but he's just being right-clicked there to get slowed. I think if he Stampedes straight away, it would have been okay. Reckon he gets stunned by the Stone Snake. And Dire lose 3 heroes, not even in a team fight, just being chased to death by the Radiant. Radiant still showing that they're dominant this game, even though they had a few blips in the last few fights. They're in a strong position. And they're going to be absolutely okay. And finally, tier 2 tower goes down. That means the outpost can be captured. Although Dire, they do have the outpost in the other team's base. Ah, JCA, you are correct. He could make an ether lens. But instead, he's going for 4-star. A Bloodstone Warlock, yeah. I think Warlock's more of an Ags refresher type of hero than a Bloodstone. Guess you can make Octarine Core as well off the ether lens. He does have a very long cooldown ultimate. 170 seconds is one of the longest ultimate cooldowns in the game. Can't think of that many longer. Maybe Enigma Black Hole and... well, that's it really, isn't it? Just Enigma Black Hole. Even Ravage is a 10-second shorter cooldown. Hux has gone in. Trying to assassinate Radish, but Radish is okay. Oh no, Draken though. Using the ult. Keep himself alive. Going to scurry straight away. Actually is okay. Oh, he's going to hit the Golem. It's time for the fight. Have we got the Fatal Bonds? No Fatal Bonds just yet. Nat's dropped his ult. Ollie does get stunned by the Medusa, but no more stun anymore. They don't hit the ultimate from Draken. Royds is okay. He's been broken. He's been hit by the ult from Viper, but I think he's still going to be fine. Rad's Golem, though, is smacking Medusa in the face. Royds is going to be okay. So far, it's looking pretty good for the Dire. Veteran has absolutely no mana, which is not the situation we want to be in. The Bushwhack does miss. They're kiting very well on the Radiant team. They need to escape. I think it's going to be hard, because you've got to escape Ollie. Do you have 4 stuff? No 4 stuff up. Actually, a buyback coming out from Miles. See if he can get back to the fight in time. Veteran gets a little bit of mana from a Mystic Snake. Mystic Snake comes up and gives him full mana. Full mana from one Mystic Snake. They still have enough damage to bring him down. And another stun comes out from Wobby. He's found Doge. Doge 4-staffs himself away, but he still gets found. Nice attempt to juke to the low ground, but a good fight from the Dire. Almost every single fight is being won by the Warlock Golem. As soon as the Warlock Golem goes down and they fully commit, they just win the fight.
Yeah.
Pretty much straight away.
I
It's
already
just so good.
prefer this game as well because there's just so much fighting, like proper, like intense, full-on fighting. It's really good.
Yeah, it is. This is really good for Spectre and Ollie because they're picking up a lot of XP, a lot of items. I mean, Ollie's only got 11k net worth, which is quite a lot below the puck. 4k net worth below the puck, but Royds is on 15k now, so he's looking pretty good. And even the Radish, the Warlock, has 8,600 net worth. Hoodwink's got 7.5k of his own. So the Warlock has the 4-star and still 1,000 gold. Can maybe start building Aghanims if he wants, because you see how much impact his ult's having. Why not have 2 golems? But Royds now went from 1,800 HP in one fight to 3,100 HP. With the Skadi and the 400 health tank, he is a tanky boy. But it looks like Nat's trying to get a kill on Ollie, but I think Ollie's okay. Just drops the silence. Somewhat is close by. Does manage to get a nice double stun. Nat, I think, will be okay. Can't see him in any trouble here. Can still jaunt even so. Somewhat is here, but they can't see him. They need to get some detection. Somewhat just does whatever he wants the whole game, because no one buys any detection.
God, it's only 80 gold, guys.
Oh no, Ollie's in trouble. He's been ATOS, but he's just walking away. Or he's just trying to run in, but now you create some illusions of Royce. This is big. And Royce is trapped in place by his own illusions, but he has to use Haunt. Haunt towards Nat, gets stunned by the Medusa. Medusa has his ult. Can they get a kill in time? Miles is very low. I think Royd's in a bit of trouble here, but the dispersion damage is doing so much work. In fact, Royd's is still okay. Gets stunned by the snake, but he's still running. Gets stunned again. Nice stun from Wobber. Tried to keep Royd's up. Royd's actually still completely fine. He is such a tanky hero. Even on low HP, he can still go back in. He gets another kill. There was tried to be a burrow there. Veteran is in a lot of trouble. There is a buyback coming out from the next assassin. Is it going to be in time? Veteran needs one more hit. They bring him down again. The power of Ricky, even Ricky with 12k net worth, is still doing enough damage to get a kill. He didn't even have the mana for Manta Style.
Somewhat brought back as well.
Somewhat brought back to defend the high ground. Wobber
Oh,
didn't find
there
somewhat. Out comes the massive range stun. But Nat didn't go the right click build. He did go a Witchblade, which is great for early game damage, but Wobber, you can't take him down. He's a little bit too tanky. He's going for Aghanim's Scepter, which I quite like, because if the Radiant go in with their burst, they get the Medusa ult off, they get the Puck Dream Core, you can just pop the pop the Stampede. That's 5.5 seconds where you take 40% reduced damage, which is, you know, lets you easily tank it up. I actually think it's one of the most undervalued ultimates, Ag's Scepter upgrades in the entire game. Stampede. I mean, 5.5 seconds. of 40% damage reduction, and Stampede lasts a second longer, and free pathing. It just does so much. Ollie's out for blood. He's got to be careful though. Ollie does get himself killed quite a lot. And he's going on to that. Oh, the stun. It does go on to somewhat. Out comes the Dream Coil. Dream Coil on both. They're just hiding. It's not looking good for the die. The 4-star actually breaks Ollie's. They're looking for the Golem drop. Where's the Golem drop? Is he going to use it? Doesn't have the mana for it. So now they're going to have to back off. They decide, no, we can't drop the Golem anymore. No mana on Radish. It's 500 mana to drop the Golem. He gets used, but he's going to be okay. Just 4-star himself away. Good escape from the dire. No casualties there. Problem is, Spectre is now on top this game. 29 kills to 29 kills, where their net worth has never been more than about 4,000 gold apart. This is a perfectly balanced game with 2 very late game cores. Both are building Butterfly. So it's going to be... and they're about to have it at exactly the same time. So it's going to be Butterfly versus Butterfly. So the cores aren't going to be very good at killing each other, but they're also going to be quite hard to kill. I mean, Butterfly on roids is going to make him very hard to kill. Looks like a bit of a fight going here. Miles in a lot of trouble. Dire going in aggressively. There's going to be 1 kill. Could they go for more? They maybe could have done, but they're a little bit scared. Just going to be happy with a pick off on Miles. Roche is spawning in 20 seconds. And then they can have a free Ag Shard. Nice deny of the bounty rune. Of course, the voice line to go with it. Centaur's Ag Shard is okay, but it's not great. Warlock's got hit, of course. Ricky's Sleep Dart, I've never actually seen it.
Oh, you're joking. It is the most annoying thing
4
ever.
seconds sleep. That's quite good. And they take damage.
It's so annoying. People do it as Ricky support, and honestly, it pisses me off.
Support, yeah, but this is a Ricky core. I mean, the Hoodwinks one's also
Even
pretty
cores
rubbish.
do it, I think. It's just so...
That
You,
sounds good.
you just kept getting slept.
I mean, yeah, 4 seconds sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, even as a core who's killing people, like, you just go in, sleep someone else for 4 seconds. A long crowd control. And they can take 200 damage before waking up, and then it does 150 damage in and slows them. I mean, it seems pretty good. I mean, is it a skill shot, or do you just click an enemy?
You click.
It's point click. It's not even a skill shot.
No.
Oh my god. Now you have to get it now. I've never seen it before. Never played against it before. Wasn't playing around that meta. Ollie decides to take the Aegis, and Roids takes the cheese.
Well,
he's also got the Ag Shard.
because they'll probably find it hard to kill Roids anyway as spec, so I think he'll be alright with just the
Yeah,
cheese.
Ollie does die quite often. Then he can come straight back into the fight and blink strike into the enemy team.
Taking the shard as well, so you'll wish.
There you go,
That's
sleep dart.
true.
12-second cooldown. That's insane.
Yeah,
Oh no, he's
fine.
found Veteran. He's found Veteran. Veteran, his team aren't near him. He tries to TP out, but he doesn't get it. This is not looking good for Medusa. He does have Manstar. He does also have Minotaur Horn. Minotaur Horn is okay. He does let him get his ult off. In fact, he does manage to escape. Or does he? Yes, he does. But he had to drop his ultimate for that. He is absolutely the luckiest guy alive to manage to escape. Is Roids in trouble? I don't think so. He's got the cheese. He's absolutely okay. Now we have the Warlock Golem. Warlock Golem dropped on 3, dropped on 4. Roids is very low. He needs to get the cheese off in time. He does get the cheese. This is an absolute slaughter. Mars is going to go down. He does get the Demonic Purge onto Spectre, but Roids is still going to get the kill. Deutsch, is he going to go down? Yes, he is, because the Stampede ignores the slowdown from Demonic Purge somewhat. He's going to go down to Ollie, and now Veteran completely stuck. Clobbered to death. These golem drops every single time. 4-man golem, and now they are all smacking a tower, which they absolutely cannot kill because there are 0 creeps in any lane ready for them to kill. But I hope they realise this. They're spending a long time hitting the tower. They need to push up mid. As soon as they push up mid, they can actually go in. This is level 25 on the Spectre. You know what that means? 5% more dispersion. So now the Spectre is quite considerably harder to kill. And has 2,500 gold to his name. Nat says, I don't care. I'm just going to kill your creep wave. And Nat single-handedly defended the base. 1 versus 5, he defended the base by running in and stopping the creep wave. That's fantastic play from Nat. Solo defended the tower, but I mean, it doesn't change the fact that Dire just clobbered them in a team fight and got a lot of net worth for them. I mean, Spectre, comfortable with net worth. Oh no, what's happened? I think that's a lot of trouble on that. He does use the Stormcrafter. He does also have a Yule Scepter Divinity. But Ollie's just so mobile. The range of Blink Strike, it's so far. There used to be a Blink Strike range talent, I think. But it doesn't seem to have it. It just always has 900 cast range. And so he managed to find him. And of course, it's a silence. That's the thing. Ollie gets a silence when he attacks. 1.75 seconds thanks to the Mindbreaker. So, yeah, that's huge. Especially kill on that. And that was one of the highest net worth heroes. So Ollie is going to be happy with that kill. In fact, he got 848 gold. That was ended a 10-time streak from Nat. That was Nat's first death the entire game. Wobber is taking a bit of damage. Roids too. They don't have Nat. But they've got to be careful because they don't have Warlock Golem. Roid's actually nearly dying. He's okay. He gets now healed, but he took a lot of damage there. What items is Ollie going to get next? He does have his BKB at the ready now. Which is definitely a helpful item. Wobber goes in, gets the stun. We're engaging. We're trying to go hard. Nice 4-star. And we have to drop the ult. Ollie's in a lot of trouble, but he does still have the Age of the Immortals. He doesn't mind going in. They're going in for a massive kill. Nat does buy back. It's a little bit too late. He's lost 2 of his heroes, nearly a 3rd one. But Veteran, he gets an absolutely huge ult. Wobber's in a lot of trouble, but it seems to be okay. Royce is a tanky hero. He does not care. He's being healed up by the Warlock. The Warlock's healing is so high. Veteran pops the Minotaur Horn. Great stun from somewhat, but Veteran, he gets used in the air. Almost gets completely full mana back from the Cold-Blooded. So he's going to be okay. Rad, again with the massive heal. Watch out for that snake. It's going to stun you for longer and longer duration, but it is still okay. Buyback from that not doing enough. Dire haven't lost a single hero. And Rad just needs to use Arcane Boots one more time. Actually does have enough mana for his Golem now. And finally, the Dire are taking some racks. They do have Warlock Golem. Are they going to drop it? They're going to save it. They decide they don't even need it. Just get an easy kill on somewhat. Ollie with the BKB. They could drop the Warlock Golem now. They can't. Arcane Boots, and he's got enough mana. In fact, he's going to go in for the long upheaval instead. That's holding Veteran completely in place. He is never escaping from that. That's a buyback from Deutsch as well. Nat has a dieback. So Nat's not coming back. Veteran, he's in a lot of trouble, but a nice save. And how it finally comes to Golem with the Aghanim Scepters. 2 Golems there. Veteran, he is just being slowed to death. 1 Golem gets 4 stuff into the fountain. I don't know who did that. Interesting play. I think Wobber may actually go down, though. He's so tanky. The power of Centaur, just so much regen. 50 regen, as well as all that magic resistance. He is absolutely fine.
I love how in the middle of all that, whilst shit was still happening, 3 people tipped Trekken.
Well, for the snipe, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't actually catch the snipe myself because he was looking at other things, but you know, he'll be on the mod. And now they're finally going for the win. Wobber's hit level 25's got the Retaliate Aura, which is quite annoying for Medusa to have to deal with. And yeah, that's going to be a GG. Absolute intense, hectic game. Medusa wasn't able to win 2 games. That time did die. And Ollie, even though he had a bit of a rough early game, ended up being very, very strong and instrumental in the late game. And that is going to be it. That's the game.
And you said you wanted it to be 1-1, and there it is.
I did, yeah. You're right. That is exactly what I was after. And there it is. An absolutely epic game. I was rooting for the Dire team, not trying to be biased, but it's nice, like I said, when both teams get a win. And I think MVP that game, I'd say almost has to come out to Radish, even though Ollie and Royds played very well as well. Of course, Wobber and Drekken did too, but the Warlock Golems almost always turned a team fight. Every single time a Golem was dropped, the team fight was won. Every single time. So, you know, fantastic turnaround. Veteran, he did get all the farm he wanted in the early game, was top net worth for nearly the entire game. But yeah, it just didn't matter at the end. The power of the Warlock Golem, Spectre Haunting, Ollie going in trying to assassinate key targets. You know, you've got nice blink stuns from Wobber as well, and Drekken getting huge bushwhacks. They just had so much control and such excellent team fight. The Radiant, they really couldn't stand up to it. You know, Viper falls off in the late game. Miles played very well on the Shadow Demon, but it wasn't enough, and they were able to bring down Veteran in the late game at least enough times. So, well done to both teams.